Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Now Nation Recap. I'm John Orlando, and I'm joined by Michael Pagano. And Michael, how are you doing this afternoon?
Doing great, John. Ready for another classic Now match. Last week, we took a look at Dark Star Matt Taylor getting the victory over Agent Orange Juice Jennings. But this week, we're going to get away from Matt Taylor. We're going to go to the Black Superman Onyx taking on the professional Brandon Fields. And these two met at Now 2 in a tag match where Onyx was teaming with Graham Wellington in a winning effort against the stretcher James Avery and Brandon Fields. But before that, Onyx and Fields had only been in the same ring one other time in 2013 in an 8-man tag match. And I'm excited to watch this one again. Fields put up a great effort against Onyx, and it was a very exciting matchup.
You're right, and many people at home may look at this match and go, on paper, it seems like it's a mismatch because Onyx is probably one of the strongest individuals on the roster, but you don't want to sleep on Brandon Fields because he is certainly one crafty dude. So let's not talk about it, Michael. Let's get it up to ringside for this epic encounter.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with NOW3. And in the ring, the professional Brandon Fields as he's waiting for his opponent to come to the ring. And this is kind of a rematch from NOW2, gentlemen, as we had Brandon Fields teaming up with James Avery to take on Graham Wellington and Onyx in a tag team contest on Now 2. And it seems that Brandon Fields wants to avenge that loss by taking on Onyx one-on-one.
You know, Fields and Avery came up just a hair short on that, and Fields thinks he can take on Onyx one-on-one, and I tell you, that's quite a feat.
Well, here you go. You see Onyx making his way to the ring, accompanied by Little O, and you're talking about a big guy, a guy that spends a lot of time in the gym. Yeah, that would easily define Onyx.
Yes. Shank, I know you've talked about your wars with Sherman Tang. I've had numerous wars with the Black Superman Onyx, and I can tell you there is no one like him. He is a force, to say the least. You talk about a powerhouse, someone that can pick you up and manipulate you in any way they choose. That's Onyx.
This is certainly going to be probably a speed versus strength type. And wait a minute. I'm sorry, I just looked down at my notes, and now Brandon Fields is jumping the gun, and he's just attacking Onyx with a series of kicks and punches, and there's a forearm right to the face, ringing the arm. Fields looks like he's going to whip Onyx into the corner. No, reversal, and oh my! That's like getting hit by a freight train.
Yeah, I was going to make a reference saying that Brandon Fields wanted to avenge that tag loss, but I don't think he's going to pull that off in this match here.
What a big shot downstairs and another one from Onyx.
But I tell you, Fields took the right approach there because, I mean, let's face it, power, he's not going to match power with Onyx, but you're going to have to try to get Onyx off his game, and the only way you're going to do that, jumping from behind, maybe take his wheels out.
Yep,
but Onyx looks mad.
Yes, he does look angry. Another splash in the corner, just flattened Fields. What a suplex with authority. That might be it. 1, 2, never mind. Fields did manage to get a shoulder up.
Yeah, I think the only thing worse than a Onyx is an angry Onyx.
That's true. Onyx, a veteran of the professional wrestling ranks here for quite some time. Big shoulder block in the corner. And he has wrestled all over the state of Ohio. He's a man not to be trifled with, just for the sheer power. And, you know, we talked about it earlier, and you guys kind of gave me some grief about it. A mean streak, and Onyx does have a mean streak.
I'll tell you, a mean streak. You want to talk about a mean streak? You got the worst injury I've ever had inside the wrestling ring happened against Onyx.
And here we go, another big forearm from Brandon Fields, trying to get back on track as he got the big foot up in the corner there a few seconds ago. And here we go, Irish Rip, another reversal, and oh wow, again, just like he did before, big boot to the face. Fields going to the top rope. And he's all the way to the top, and wait a minute.
Onyx right there.
Yeah, wow, look at this.
Look at the power. He's gonna press it.
Wow, what a slam. I'm looking at my notes. Fields goes about 210, and he just pressed him like he was a child.
Yeah, he didn't have much. There wasn't a lot of effort put into that press slam there.
Oh,
you've seen the workout videos. Onyx is always on Facebook. You can see him lifting, and I mean, the guy is just a beast. Well, look at this. Brandon Fields in the face of Little O.
Wait a minute now. Don't do anything you'll regret, Brandon Fields. And well, wait a minute. Onyx is coming. Wait a minute now. He just made a motion to hit Little O. That's not cool.
No, not at all. I mean, I'm all for an occasional eye poke and maybe a low blow here and there, but yeah, you don't raise your hand to a lady like that.
And there you go, big clubbing forearm from Onyx.
Don't raise your hand to a lady, but you can poke him in the eyes, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What? What do you? Never mind. Anyways, Onyx has picked up Fields, and now Fields pushes him into the ring post. And I think that might be the only thing that could stop Onyx is getting hit, pushed into that ring post.
I worry more about the ring with Onyx hitting the post.
That's point well taken. And now Fields going to work on Onyx, trying to roll him back in the ring. We've talked about it in the past that, Brandon Fields has been a gentleman that's been under the tutelage of the stretcher James Avery, so he knows every dirty trick in the book, and he also knows how to be a technical wrestling wizard.
Oh yeah, the skills of Brandon Fields is not in question here. I think the only thing that would be in question is his intelligence of challenging Onyx to an actual singles match.
Well, yeah, that might not have been the brightest move. There's a big forearm right in the face, and now Fields goes, I'm going to go across town and come back with a big forearm again, a big European uppercut.
Tell you, Onyx came onto the wrestling scene probably around 2006 and really hit his stride right after that, shortly after that. I mean, there's just no one like him out there.
And from the top rope, Fields just jumped and pushed his face first right into the mat, and Onyx is down. And wait a minute, this might be a cover here. Yes, it is. 1, 2, wow. Kick out with authority on that.
Yeah, you got to give Brandon credit where it's due, though. He's holding his own in there for the moment.
Well, Dirk, when you stepped in the ring with Onyx, what was your game plan?
Well, this may sound funny to you, but I look at Onyx, and the best way is to throw him totally off his game. I'll challenge him to a test of strength. I'll act like I'm going to slam him. And he's like, what are you doing?
Oh, all right.
And then I do the exact opposite.
So a little reverse psychology, Dirk Extreme. All right. Arm wringer now.
He's big. He's strong. He's not that smart, though.
Well, I don't know how we've talked about intelligence twice in this match. I don't know what that says about either one of these gentlemen here, but you got to have a certain IQ, I guess, in the wrestling arts if you're going to be successful in this business. What a clothesline! Cover and 1, 2, and no. Fields is trying to shake the cobwebs loose, trying to get back on track. But Onyx is just not letting him go. Here we go, another big pickup. Look at it, he just picks him up with so much ease. And now, elbows, a series of elbows and punches, throws him into the buckles. And wait, there you go, Dirk.
You go right after the leg. Now, if I was Fields, I would jump on that, take Onyx to the ring post, and start working that leg right across the post.
All right, he chopped him down like a big tree. Here we go, 1, 2. Well, not even really a 2 count. Fields looking a little frustrated.
There he goes, back to the leg. This is what Fields needs to do to keep Onyx on the mat. And that's what he has to do. Onyx has to stay on his back.
And Fields right now jawing with the fans a little bit. Needs to stay on target. Another stomp to that leg. And another elbow, driving it right down there. And look at that beautiful move to hook that knee. Onyx is in excruciating pain right now. Little O trying to get the fans here in Groveport behind Onyx. And there's a series of punches from Onyx. And there's another big right hand from Onyx. Now he whips off those ropes. Nice drop kick from Fields.
Yeah, I have to give Fields credit. He's working a pretty smart game plan right now.
2, and that's it. And I don't know if you gentlemen noticed, it seemed that Onyx was a little bit, a little bit uneasy on that knee when he came off those ropes. So the damage might be done.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely showing the wear and tear that's showing on it.
And now just draping the leg over the bottom rope. Look out, Fields is going to go up and down maybe on it. There you go, right there.
He's just on a little low. I don't know what the issue those two have with each other, but Brandon is definitely giving her a lot of attention.
Well, and I don't know, Dirk, you can say if I'm right or wrong on this one. You better just focus on the man in the ring.
Correct. I mean, the last thing I would want to do is do anything to Onyx's daughter to make him even madder at me.
That's right. You got that right. There we go. Another big elbow right down across the leg. And now a cover again. One, and that's all he's getting. I think that Brandon Fields, if he's going to be successful here, is better clamp on some type of hold on that leg and maybe make Onyx tap out. Wait a minute. Figure four leg lock maybe. Spinning toe hold, and whoa. Onyx got out of it. Second time, still no lock for Brandon Fields.
Onyx up to one knee now.
Oh, my!
Oh, wow.
But you see the damage is done as he collapses, and he's working that knee, trying to get some feeling back into it.
That was a choke slam from about 10 feet up, it looked like.
Yeah, again, we've talked about the power and the strength of Onyx is clearly here on display as, you know, Brandon Fields is no small man. But Onyx trying to get back up to his feet. You can see that that knee is giving him a lot of problems. Big clothesline from Onyx. And another big sledge. And another big sledge.
I've seen this many times.
Uh-oh. Onyx says we're going to pick him up, but wait a minute. Does the knee hold out? Wait a minute. Power slam. Yes! There we go. Maybe this is enough to... Oh, my. Have you been on the receiving end of that power slam, Dirk?
I have, and it is a hard one to get out of. And I'll tell you what, one thing you have to look out for Onyx, and it looks like he's setting it up now, and it's that spear.
Well, it looks like he's down on one knee, waiting for Fields to rise. He's going to hit him with that spear, and I imagine this is probably like being hit by a Mack truck when you got 300 pounds racing towards you. And, oh, look at that!
Wisely, Fields drop toe hold, and now he's torquing that knee.
He is. He's got him in some type of knee bar, it looks like. Just torquing on that knee, trying to twist it from side to side. Trying to do more damage to the ligaments and the tendons of the knee. And here we go. Just more twisting and turning on that knee, and Onyx is... Oh, he got to the ropes.
If Brandon Fields could get Onyx to submit, this could catapult Fields into superstardom.
Oh, absolutely.
Now Fields back up to his knees, thinking to himself, what do I got to do to put this big man away? I mean, he's had a good game plan, and I got to be honest with you, I didn't give Fields much of a chance in this match, but he's proving me wrong.
Yeah, he just pulled his knee pad down, and looks like he's going to do some bone-on-bone move here.
Fields up on the second rope.
Oh, there's the spear out of nowhere. 2 and 3. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I believe Onyx was going to, or excuse me, I believe Fields was going to try to do a knee strike from that middle rope, and Onyx out of nowhere with the spear.
The Black Superman Onyx with the win. Brandon Fields back to the drawing board.
Right now, Onyx still working that knee, trying to get some circulation into it. And here comes Little O to give him some support, some moral support. There's your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Onyx, the Black Superman. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a heck of a main event coming up as Benjamin Boone is going to do battle with Dark Star Matt Taylor. So don't go anywhere.
And would you look at that? What a match. Onyx able to pick up the victory, spearing Brandon Fields into next week. Fields thought he had it in the bag coming off the ropes, but Onyx said, no, 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 not tonight. He moves to 1-0 in singles action in New Ohio Wrestling, and also was 1-0 in tag team action. And what a great match it ended up being. Fields putting up one heck of a fight.
And, you know, when you talk about the NOW Championship and you look at that title picture, Onyx and Brandon Fields definitely deserve to be in that conversation. And you know what? Next week, we're going to have a great match from the big event known as Now 4. So before we go, let me tell you where you can keep tabs on everything related to NOW. We are on Facebook and Instagram under New Ohio Wrestling. The website is newohiowrestling.net, and on Twitter, New Ohio Wrestling. No G on the end of that. And until next week, I'm John Orlando. Michael Pagano joining me here. Thank you, Michael, for chiming in. And with that, we'll see you next week.